Yo, what's up crazies and weirdos? You're probably one of those if you've been attracted to this channel, but here no worries, you are very much welcome. If you interested, attracted, curious about the content of this channel, don't hesitate to subscribe and don't forget to turn the notification bell on. I am your Kaaris, you're watching my brand new channel, Crazy. Hey, today I would like to serve you some tea, but I hope you brought your own cup because I don't do any dishwashing in here. And well, you better put some goddamn like before I even start. Yeah, today I'm going to gel with my two black fellows, my bros, Booba and Kaaris. Yeah, natural solidarity. You know, every time a black person commits a felony, a crime, I feel like it's reflecting on me and on the 1.5 billion black people, diverse black people on the planet. Yeah, like every time. Okay, fair enough. I'm happy the way I turn it doesn't seem like very relevant for you. It's kind of what the fuck. So, before I unfold my argumentation, let me put a little bit more of context. Booba, the Prince de Boulogne, like 2 decades ago, was working with Kaaris, and it seems like he introduced him to the rap music scene. And 2 decades ago, it seemed like Kaaris hasn't shown a lot of gratefulness. I'm not sure about the story and I don't have a huge legitimacy to talk about hip-hop and rap music in France, but I think that's kind of the story that led to a legendary rivalry between the two artists. Yesterday, it turned a whole new proportion, actually last week, when they started to fight at the airport, throw some duty-free perfume in the air, and oh my god, ended up in jail. So let me put even more context, but before, it seems like your cup is half empty, so I'll serve you more tea, but if you want more, you're gonna put some goddamn like. Let me carry on. If you ask me, well, this whole fight stuff thingy seems pretty lame, and I think if it hadn't been filmed, if it hadn't been at the airport, if you hadn't heard any children screaming, it wouldn't have taken such proportion. They would probably won't be in jail now. And from my point of view and from several point of view, it seems like Kaaris was only defending himself. So it doesn't seem fair to have him in jail now. But well, I'm not judge in this story, and that's not gonna be the point of why I want to react to this. Why I want to react to this and feel kind of involved when I'm actually not at all involved. I'm gonna tell you more, but yeah, do you want some more tea? What actually makes me react is the association between entire groups of people, well in this case black males, and random people and events. And what I heard on social media is pretty disgusting. Yeah, always the same. They should be put into cages, sent to the zoo, and even some people asking, oh, how is this gonna reflect on black people again? Are rap music and hip hop representative of black people? Especially, are they representative of some kind of vision of the black male? And how does this reflect on black people in general? We're going to talk about representations. This reflects of associating things together is pretty human. That's what the brain does basically, and pretty easily. It might create some prejudice at some point, But I'm not gonna accuse anyone, and as it's a pretty natural process. After years and decades and centuries of being associated with different kind of things like criminality and stuff, black people still have this reflex to wonder how does this random black person committing a felony is going to reflect on all the rest, knowing we are extremely diverse, close to 1.5 billion. As ridiculous as this question might seem, I've heard it, so I wanted to serve some tea. If you want more, you better put some goddamn like, and I'm gonna try to answer it now. Here, I'm not gonna deny that I have had this mindset. Of course, I feel more impacted and kind of involved when someone that looks more or less like me, or looks like my brother, or looks like my cousin does something. I, of course, kind of wonder how does it gonna reflect on me if people associate us at some point. Maybe it's not something this wrong. Maybe it's some kind of brotherhood or the sense of tribe. I'm not saying it's very wrong, but if you want a little bit more of tea, I'm gonna unfold the argumentation a bit further. So put some like. Of course, we might relate more to people that kind of look like us or our family. With centuries of systemic racism, some of representation have trapped some minorities in some actually misrepresentation. We all bought into them, even when we're part of these minorities. Therefore, yeah, we have to think of it. So the question is, can some random people be representative of an entire group? This question brings me back to hip hop and rap music, and particularly the artists that follow trends of representation of themselves in this industry. They tend to, of course, represent themselves as gangsters, thugs, pimps, players, ratchet, everything related to ghetto and violence. Does it mean it's a real representation of them or the communities, or is it storytelling? Is there some kind of marketing behind that? Marketing, indeed, they propose a representation as an artist. They never claim they're representing anything else than themselves. And in the worst case, some little clique of friends and communities around them. But now let's speak in terms of strategy. Who is going to buy the albums and fill the stadiums? I ask you the question. Think of it. And I want to answer Albie if you put some goddamn like and maybe try to answer down there. I'm waiting. Okay, let me propose you a beginning start of answer. As an artist, bestseller in his category, you also a businessman. So therefore, you know your target and you know what to buy. You know what they're gonna buy. And who fills the stadium? Is it minorities that are economically and numerically inferior? Who is gonna fill Madison Square Garden? Who's gonna fill Wimbledon? Who's gonna fill the Stade de France? Is it minorities? Just according to you. Please answer. I'm waiting. Minority fill stadiums in the West? No, they don't. Who fills stadiums in the West? White people. So who's gonna buy these representations of blackness? Thug, pimps, ratchet, ghetto, violent, sexist, blackmail. Who's gonna buy it? Who's buying the albums and filling the stadium, according to you? So, yeah, who are successful artists and businessmen knowing his target? Who is he going to attract with his proposal? I've already told you. So, what is he gonna sell them? What they want, basically. And what do they want? Sensation, testosterone, entertainment, everything they don't find in their office and neighborhood, the basic combo: sex and violence.